If the Audi A7 is a little too boring for you and the RS7 is a little too extreme, what do? Well, the Audi S7 exists for this exact reason. It sits nicely in the middle of the lineup, and we're about to spend some time living with the 2024 Audi S7, which has gotten some tiny little refreshes for the new model year. This right here is a 2024 S7 Prestige, and in terms of refreshes, we have a slight update to the front fascia, the rear fascia, and I think there's a new wheel design. This one here is finished in Chronos Gray, which is a really cool metallic gray paint. Well, that's interesting. It just has an S badge in the grille. It's not S7, it's just S. Whew, it is warm in here. It's been sitting in the sun. Soft close doors? Yes. For those of you that are new to the channel and not familiar, I kind of have a thing for Audis. I've owned like 5 or 6 of them. I've had a B8.5 S4, had an RS7, currently have an Audi A8L. I've owned 2 R8s, so I definitely am very familiar, and I have an affection for Audis, you could say. This interior is immediately very familiar from the RS7, RS6 I've spent time with. The layout is also very similar to my A8 with the double touchscreens here, the full virtual cockpit digital cluster here too. The buttons and interfaces are essentially all the same across the lineup. It's been a pretty busy day. Picked up the car this morning, had a couple calls, some work. We're about to head off to the gym for an afternoon workout. We'll be spending a lot of time with the car, driving it quite a bit. We're in Southern California, so probably Los Angeles traffic, hit some curvy canyon roads, and just see what this luxury sporty sedan sportback, I think they call it a sportback, is like. Finished up the workout. This paint looks pretty cool right now. Get the headlights waking up, DRLs. We'll show that better when it's dark out. Go ahead and throw my gym bag in the back. Open the giant A7 hatch. Or, yeah, I meant S7, but it looks like A7 rear all-weather mat there. Up front we have the actual S7 branded ones. Looks like the rear cargo one is not available as an S7 one. The sun right now is making this metallic paint look really cool. A lot of depth to it. Let me toggle down into dynamic. Yeah, exhaust valve opens up. It's an S model, not an RS. Pretty quiet, but this engine is found in the RS5, the 2.9 twin turbo V6. Oh hey, that Mustang in front of me has a U of M plate, California. Fellow Wolverine. All right, let's chase down the Mustang GT. How's that body roll? Come on, Mustang. Oh, come on. What a disappointment. Alright, so this generation of the Audi S6 and S7 got rid of the twin turbo V8 and downsized to a twin turbo V6, a 2.9 liter V6. It's shared with the one found in the RS5. I don't know if there were any mechanical changes, but it makes 444 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. I believe that was actually a slight decrease in horsepower from the V8, but a bit more torque. 0 to 60 is said to be in 4.5 seconds, 8-speed automatic transmission, obviously quattro all-wheel drive. Cloudy, overcast morning, but we have about a 2-hour drive. We're gonna go drive a Tesla Cyber Beast, so we're gonna take the Audi S7. Should be very comfortable for a nice long drive across a Los Angeles traffic. For the 2024 model year, the rear fascia has been slightly updated. We still have the quad exhaust tips, which is a S model kind of signature, and they look to be real exhaust tips. I see a little valve in there, and they look to be connected, so that's good. And then up front, we have a new honeycomb style grille. So it's blacked out here with the black optics package, but that is a slight update. I think the lower bumper fascia area is the same. Headlights are still the same. So very, very subtle mid-cycle update. I don't know if you can call this a mid-cycle update, just slight little refreshes. You see the sensors up here, Again, you have the silver badges here. And just the S. What happened to the 7? Are they saving costs, so just putting the S badge in all the models? Like, I'm used to it saying, like, S6, S7, S4. That's dynamic, so the exhaust valve should be open. Two-hour, 19-minute drive, 120 miles. So we're gonna put the S7 in comfort mode, turn on the massage seats, and let's see how this does as a medium to long distance commuter. Testing out some of the driver assistance technology. So we have lane keeping, we've got adaptive cruise control, and change that over. You see those red arrows? That is when a car is coming up in your blind spot, you can go full screen there with virtual cockpit to show the cool graphics. Green means things are good, it's happy. You do have to keep a hand on the steering wheel. It's not fully hands-free. If you take your hand off, it'll yell at you. We have the blind spot warning there. There's a car in the blind spot, and the red arrow is pretty cool. In typical LA fashion, hitting some slower traffic, the driver assistance tech gets a little more involved. You see there's like a green rectangle around the car in front, and I think at these lower speeds, it does go hands-free, but when it speeds up and the car gets further away, it goes to the kind of the regular one where you still have to get involved. This is just like acceptable driver assistance tech. This is nowhere close to any of the most advanced systems. Like GM Super Cruise absolutely demolishes this on like this map freeway. In a GM Super Cruise equipped vehicle, I'd be just fully hands-free. But it doesn't seem like the Germans are that up to date. Even like, I remember Mercedes-Benz Distronic in the S-Class years ago was like the best of the best. But it just doesn't seem like they're maybe as up to speed. Maybe some of the EVs, they're getting a little more advanced. So maybe an EQS or an Audi e-tron or something like that. But I haven't driven one of the modern ones, so I can't comment on that, unfortunately. The Audi has identified the Mercedes SL in front of me as a semi-truck.
To also use the online recognizer, please accept the license agreement.
I wasn't... What? Holy crap, LA traffic. The 405 is just a nightmare. That was a 2-hour, 45-minute drive. Ended up averaging like just over 24 mpg, which isn't bad. And the S7 is definitely pretty comfortable. Left it in comfort mode the entire time. Tried out the driver assistance systems. Played around with it from massage seat settings. Pretty good B&O sound system. So I need to get up and stretch though, because I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours. Just finished up a long day of filming. We have a 2-ish hour drive back home. Drove a Cybertruck Cyber Beast, which is very, very different from the Audi S7. I'll have to get used to the normal steering on the S7 again, because that steer-by-wire in the Cybertruck was bizarre. Grabbed dinner with Parker. He's fueling up his McLaren over there at the gas station, but I still have plenty of range to get back home. Look at that thing. I know there's something to do with the purple McLaren-looking thing over here. Yeah, but my S7 has massage seats, Parker. Ha! Enjoy those set of seats. I am quite impressed with how quiet and comfortable the S7 is on the freeway. We have air suspension. I've got everything set in comfort mode, and it's pretty well isolated from the road. Not a lot of wind noise. Honestly, this is doing a very good impression, like close to my 2019 A8L. And that's an Audi A8, right? That's the flagship luxury executive sedan. This is doing the dual personality, sporty luxury side very well. Obviously some similar ingredients too, right? The double touch screens, the same screens there. Got the little B&O speakers popping up. Ambient lighting is turning on. So from up here, it does look and feel quite similar to my A8 too. Spent about 5 hours driving all the way down to Irvine, California and back, but still decided to do a quick little workout. Just some active rest, I guess. Just cardio today. Really trying to get back into shape. But I am exhausted. Ooh. Something I have noticed with the S7, it must be these seats. When you start it up, the bolsters like snug up. The seats are definitely quite nice. You lose the quilting, the stitching, but you have massage and they're ventilated. So I'll take that trade-off actually. I just noticed these 21-inch wheels have a little Audi RS logo right there. We have the S branded brakes, 21-inch wheels on Bridgestone summer tires. Finished up a Saturday workout. We're gonna go fuel up the S7. And I need to get some food because I am starving, so off to Costco is the plan. Well, fades in right there in the cluster. Make this Audi your Audi using the configuration wizard. Unfortunately, this is not my Audi, so I will not be doing that. I'm just borrowing it. We've done 340 miles so far, averaging 23.5 mpg, which is decent. refueled, showing 445 miles of range. And Costco is utter chaos. This is what I get for coming here on a Saturday in California.
To also use the online recognizer, please accept the license agreement.
I don't wanna. Found a corner spot, backup camera, 360 overhead view, pretty standard for modern Audis these days. You have that 3D view, which is pretty cool. You can pan around. All right, this is a very dangerous situation. So I have not eaten anything all day except for just a little protein chocolate milk thing. I went to the gym, did leg day and cardio. Now I'm at Costco to get food. And I'm leaving in 2 days. So I have to be very careful not to buy like every single thing in the warehouse. So time to go find some food because I'm hungry. Take a quick look at the window sticker to this 2024 Audi S7. So the base price is $84,500, but this one is a prestige model, which adds $7,400, brings it to almost 92 grand. But take a look at how much the prestige package comes with. Tons of tech, luxury features, more leather, the laser headlights, soft closed doors, and so forth. So you do get a lot of content going up into a prestige model. And then we have the upgraded B&O sound system with 3D sound. It's almost $5,000. And interestingly, it looks like it deletes the spare tire. I'm assuming because of the sound system, maybe there's like a subwoofer package back there, which they need the space, so you don't get the full-size spare. It deletes spare tire. This has the luxury package, which is the individual contour front seats with ventilation and massage. That gets rid of the diamond stitching. That's $1,850 right there. And then the black optics package, which brings the 21-inch wheels with summer tires and a couple other little things to an as-option price of $101,425. Yeah, it's a $100,000 Audi S7. That is quite expensive. They have gotten pricey. The fuel economy is 19 city, 26 highway, 22 combined for this Audi S7. Good evening. We've got some other errands to run. Check out the taillight light up sequence. The full big light bar, and this generation of the A7, S7, RS7 is definitely really cool. If you get the A6, S6, RS6, it doesn't have the light bar that joins all the way across, but still, these individual little segments are quite cool. Newer Audis have this cool thing where the seatbelt buckle, that's not the buckle goes in, the seatbelt receiver, whatever this thing is, like the surround lights up at night, so it's easier to find. Same thing in the back there, pretty cool. I want to show you guys the interior lighting at night. That's such a cool welcome sequence. Let's check it out back. If I lock it again, it should do it. Unlock. So cool. The S logo dorso plates light up too. So everything is just white lighting. But when you start the car up, you get interior ambient lighting. Like cycles through this like red, orange warning. And then once it fully wakes up, it goes to blue because that's my current setting. So we have two zones in here. The blue is the upper color and the lower looks to be white. Let's go back to the built-in Audi MMI. If we go over to vehicle and we go over to light and visibility, interior lighting. So we can change the brightness, but you can also pair it to Audi Drive Select, but you can set different like themes. So this is solar. This is called Vision. We have Impulse, Maritime, and Caribbean. Let me show you what you can set with the individual options for your interior lighting. We have surfaces and lines. Lines is the top part, so you can change the colors. You have 30 different colors to pick from across the color wheel. So we can make the top pink. So you see that changes to like this reddish pink. Change the brightness too, and then we'll go to surfaces, which is all the other ones. Go ahead and change that to a green. So you see that contrast, right? So that's the lower area, including the footwell lighting too, and the upper, and you can go ahead and change them independently. We'll go and change the lines color to, let's make it also another shade of green or blue. You get tealish light blue. Here's a dark blue. So that's pretty cool. Interior ambient lighting is definitely a thing on pretty much all luxury cars, but it's a cool way to personalize the interior. It's relatively minimalist here. Like the new BMW interiors were crazy over the top of the lighting, including like on the ceiling and like the sunroof and stuff like that, but I still like it on this generation of Audi. Running on barely 3 hours of sleep. I was up late editing, but we packed up. We're heading off to LAX, gonna drop off the S7, and I'm flying to Chicago. had a good time with the 2024 Audi S7. It definitely sits right in the middle between A7, RS7, and personality. I still think it leans a little more towards the luxury side. It's decently sporty, mainly a bit more power with the different twin-turbo V6. It's a sporty luxury cruiser. In the canyons, it was alright, but definitely more body roll, not as nimble as the smaller class, whether a Audi S5 Sportback or the RS5 for sure. You guys know I'm an Audi person, right? I've spent a lot of time with them. I've owned many of them. I'm comfortable in the Audi products, right? Familiar with MMI immediately. I still would probably trend towards the RS6, much more extreme, but this is a nice midpoint if you want something a bit sportier, the cool, swoopy Sportback roofline, right? It looks really cool, but you don't want to go all out with the RS7. RS7 is a bit more over the top, massive wheels, brakes, way more expensive. The S7, just like the other S models, strikes a nice middle ground. I hope you guys enjoyed my video with the Audi S7. Thanks for watching.